Okay, now it is time for one of my favorite videos to make, and that is no other than the post Black Friday pickups from Represent. Their Black Friday sale is currently still going, and you get an extra additional 20% off at the checkout, so it's an absolute steal at the moment. This year, I went a little bit light. I didn't really pick up any statement pieces. However, I really wanted to go with those basic sort of everyday, especially looking at their initial collection. That's what interests me the most, so I pretty much just picked up an entire initial collection. Everything here is from the Black Friday sale, so I will be trying it on for you guys. Starting us off with the t-shirt I'm actually wearing now, which is the initial oversized fit in the flat white colorway. I love this. Now, I will preface this by saying my sizing, and I'm 183 centimeters to the dot, which means I am 6 foot tall, also 86 kilos, so I do have a little bit of chunk on me. I definitely got to lose a little bit of weight, but that is to help out with you guys, especially if you're looking to pick up any of these items soon. So we've got this white t-shirt. Love it. As you can see, this is in a size large. Now, I feel like this fits me really well. Once again, I love this flat white, super wearable. I used to be someone who just stuck to the washed out colorways. However, I really do like a white, clean t-shirt. Now, I feel like it's such a staple, such a basic t-shirt that you want in your wardrobe and rotation. But let's start with one of the hoodies here. So let's get straight into it. I picked up the zip up hoodie from Represent, and this is in the Boxy fit. What I really liked about this and what drew me to it is the fact that the pockets here are actually removed from the front. There's no kangaroo pocket, and you have got these sort of concealed pockets on the side. Now, this is the Boxy fit, and for some reason, I thought that I might pick this one up in an extra large. I don't know why. I just thought maybe I've gained a few kilos lately, and I might need like a bit of a bigger fit. It's too big. Now, don't get me wrong, I could probably get away with the extra large. However, I just think it's a little bit too big for my liking, so I will be sending this one back, and I will be picking up the large. I'm still going to pick it up. I think it's a sick fit overall. Let me get rid of these tags so you can see. Got to keep the tags on so I could return it. And as you can see, it's just such a well-structured piece here. Now, I think this is super, super sick. As you can see, you've got the hood there at the back. Super structured with the hood, which I really do like. Of course, you want a structured hood. And I love this heather gray. Now, if you can get it a little bit closer on camera there, you can see it's just this light gray marble, super wearable. And I don't actually own any zip-up hoodies as of the moment, so I want to mix it up and have a zip-up hoodie in my rotation. However, so disappointed that this one does not fit. Extra large, as you can see. It's not too bad. It's not too bad, but once I try on the pieces, which are in a large, you can see that the large is the sizing that I should have went for. Now, if you guys are looking for a bit of a more unique fit, definitely would recommend these Boxy fit hoodies. I feel like they fit super sick. They drape really nice. The only thing I don't like, and I feel like that's purely because this is an extra large, is if you turn to the side there, you can sort of see it sort of just comes out a little bit too much for my liking. So unfortunately, this one is going to be a pass, and I'm going to have to send this one back. Now, let's get into the hoodie, which is, again, we've got the Boxy fit in that light ice gray marble, and I love this one. This one, again, Boxy fit, size large. We went down a size here. Again, I don't know why I picked up the size extra large. I thought maybe the large would be too small, but as you're going to see, this fits absolutely perfect. Now, God, I love this hoodie. This is exactly what I wanted. You know when you pick up something and you just throw it on and you're like, this is what I envisioned if it was perfect to like what I was imagining in my head. And this matches. Love it. Got that Boxy fit. As you can see, it's not cinched in at the waist there. Does sort of drape out a little bit more. Got a super structured hood. I love it. The hood really just maintains its structure there. It stays quite firm. It doesn't sort of drape down. I love that. Really gives that sort of overall feeling. Again, this one is a little bit different. You do have the kangaroo pockets at the front there instead of the hidden ones in the side. I do like the hidden ones a little bit more than the kangaroo pockets, however, it's not too much of a concern for me. And of course, these features do also feature that metal tab, which Represent is known for, just on the kangaroo pocket there and then on the side of the other zip-up hoodie. However, great piece. Love this gray. Let's try on the black one real quick. Okay, and grabbing down the black. I actually don't own an all-black hoodie up until now. And as you'll notice with these Boxy fit hoodies, I've already removed the tags, unlike the Boxy fit zip-up, as I just knew from the second that I put these on that these were the right fit and that these are going to be in my collection. Love the all-over matte black here. Super sick hoodie. Once again, got the structured hood there towards the back. Super nice. Boxy, flowy, not cinched at the waist. How I like it. Super wearable. I do like moving away from that standard style hoodie where it just sort of cinches in at the cuffs and the waist. Whereas here you've got, once again, that looser expanded waistband. And of course, you've actually got it at the cuff there as well. As you'll notice, it's not exactly cinched in. It's got a little bit of room. You got a bit of dag there. Super sick. Let's throw on, lucky last, is the washed out gray. This one I was a little bit unsure about, as I wasn't too sure how the wash was actually going to come up in person, as I feel like some washes online can look great and then you get it in hand, you're like, oh, it looks a bit cheap. This one looks super sick. I really like this. Very tasteful. Okay, now with the washed out gray. This is sick. Now what I love is whatever wash they've used has also made the hoodie a little bit softer, but also given it a little bit more weight. I believe that's through the dyeing process. But man, this is just so nice. And I feel like it is pretty hard to find a nice washed out hoodie out there, especially for me. I'm at least very picky with the washes that I like. Great work, Represent. As I said, the second I got these in terms of these Boxy fit hoodies, remove the tag straight away. I knew these were keepers. They are not going back. Now, I'm going to presume if the large in the hoodies fit perfectly, that the zip up hoodie, presuming I pick it up in a large now instead of that extra large, it will fit, because man, I just love the addition of the zipper. And once again, the fact that there's no, kangaroo pocket at the front, it looks so clean, and I love the side addition there. Of course, tags are on. This one's going back, unfortunately. But another item which I am definitely keeping is getting back into these initial oversized fit t-shirts like the one I have on now. Let's try on the black variation. Okay, getting into the black t-shirt, oversized fit once again. Very minimal, got the Represent tab detailing towards the bottom of the t-shirt. Slightly oversized, very easily worn every day. Black, white staples, and that's where I knew I had to pick these ones up. Now, I love the black, but I've got to say, I would have thought that the gray would be the exact same. Now, this is the exact same initial oversized fit. Of course, coming in size large, I was expecting the exact same sort of quality. However, compared to the white, the green, and the washed out we'll get into later, this one, not a fan of. Not a fan of. As you can see, the black, super nice. It's got a bit of weight to it. Once again, oversized, fits well, isn't too short or anything like that. However, getting into the gray. Okay, now this is the gray mile. Now, I love the colorway. Of course, the plan was to originally match the gray mile t-shirt with the gray mile hoodies. Unfortunately, I think it's because of whatever process they used to create this gray mile. It's just made it a little bit smaller. I don't know if you can notice, but I can definitely notice, especially on the shoulder region and the sleeves, fits a little bit higher, a little bit more sort of fitted to the body here. It doesn't really feel like an oversized tee, and I'm not really digging it for that reason. Whatever process they've also used to create the gray mile in terms of the sizing as well, they've also created this sort of more lightweight material, which for some people, I'm sure they love. However, for me, I'm not necessarily saying I need a heavyweight t-shirt, but I need something a little bit more heavy than this. And this is too lightweight for me. I feel like it doesn't really fit my body because of it. It's not as structured. Yeah, so this one's definitely going to be sent back. But moving into a t-shirt, which I'm definitely keeping on that train of the ones that are actually fitting well, fitting exactly like the other t-shirts in the oversized initial range. This olive green. Oh man, this is a super sick colorway. I love green, one of my favorite colors. Let me try this on. Oh, and immediately you can just tell that this one fits a lot better than this gray mile one here. Classic, got that oversized fit again. The actual material, a little bit more weighted. I believe it's because of the dyeing process for this olive green. Again, even in the sleeves, you can notice it's just a little bit lengthened. It's not as tight around the shoulder region. Much more relaxed. Love this t-shirt. Without doubt, keeping this one. I don't actually have any olive t-shirts or even hoodies in my range. Unfortunately, the Represent hoodie also sold out, which I really wanted in the olive. So kind of heartbreaking there, but I'm happy at least I got the green t-shirt, the olive t-shirt, and man, this is super sick. Love this one. Definitely keeping. I would recommend it. If you're looking for an olive t-shirt out there, this is the one. This is the one. All right, moving into the last one, we do have the classic, the one and only washed out. Of course, Represent is known for a lot of their washes, and we do have the washed out gray here, so let's throw this one on as well. Oh, now this one, by far my favorite. I already own one of these, but I feel like just getting another one in just in case. You never know when you might need another washed out t-shirt. This is super sick. This one, I'm not someone who's normally so matchy, guys, I promise. This one, matchy with the little washed out gray hoodie, washed out t-shirt, I feel is going to be a super sick duo. All right, so love this one. And again, because of the washing process, it fits a little bit more heavier to the body, which I like, a little bit more structured. Again, you got that oversized fit. Classic. Of course, the largest fit across the board, pretty much the exact same across all the t-shirts, other than, once again, the gray mile. Something to keep in mind. I would probably recommend maybe sizing up on that one. I don't know if I beat my head here, but I swear I've tried it. I've looked at it. I measured it. It does not fit the same. Now, that's all the oversized t-shirts. We had the olive, we had the gray, the classic white. Can't go wrong, man. I love white. And then you've got the black there. I do believe I'm going to be picking up probably another white or black. I believe the black might be sold out by now, but at least another white one. And look, potentially maybe even another washed out gray. Like, this is such a clean colorway. But keeping with the washed out gray, we do have next the Boxy fit. Now, I don't know why I sized off on this one. I went to a size extra large with these Boxy fit t-shirts, and I think that's one of the reasons that's sort of like throwing me off keeping them. Oh yes, I do remember why. It's because that the length is going to be a little bit too short for me. Now, the oversized fit, they're pretty much right there at my waist. You know, they've got given me like a few extra inches to cover myself, conceal myself, but they are, I remember picking up the Boxy fit originally and it was just a little bit too short for my liking. So I went up a size from the large to extra large here. Once again, I'm 183 centimeters tall, which means I'm 6 foot, ranging in at around 86, 87 kilos. So this is the extra large. This is the only one I'm thinking about potentially keeping. Let's just throw it on so you can actually see it on body. Okay, this is the extra large Boxy fit initial t-shirt. Washed out gray. I do think this one I might be able to get away with. I don't think it's too necessarily big or oversized for my liking. Yes, it is a lot bigger than, of course, just a plain old oversized t-shirt here with the gray. However, I just feel like because, once again, it's washed, it's a bit heavier, it's a little bit more, I think, confined because of the fibers at least. I might be making up things here. It just fits a lot better compared to the next two Boxy fit t-shirt. So I think I might be keeping this one. I would love to know, like, just let me know in the comments down below if this one looks a little bit unproportionate. Like, does it look too big? Does it look too baggy? Or it doesn't really suit me? Or should I stick with this size? Should I size down? I actually would love your help in the comment section down below. I know I'm here to try and help you guys by trying on this stuff. However, unfortunately, yeah, some of the sizes are a little bit out there. So love this one. This one is a potential maybe. As you can see, I've still got the tag on here to potentially return it. However, this is the last sort of maybe on the fence. I might not return you. But again, we're going to run into the same issue here with the gray. And I was really disappointed because I don't own any more gray t-shirts. I don't know why. I think I've sold them, but I need another gray t-shirt. Let's throw on this Boxy fit one. Okay, back with the gray. This one, again, it just feels a little bit too lightweight for my liking. Now, this one definitely doesn't fit too small like I found with the oversized fit style in the initial collection. However, with the Boxy fit, I just think it's a little bit too loose. And I think that's because, as you can see here, the neck collar is just a little bit too big, especially going back down towards the neck there. Sort of ignore my back hair and the unkept hair. I am in desperate need of a haircut, so I'm sorry that you guys have to witness this. But yeah, just not a big fan of this one. I think this is probably my own fault. I probably should have gone for, I think at the end of the day, just with my height in terms of weight, it just doesn't really fit the size large, and then going extra large is a little bit too big. So I'm probably going to move away from the Boxy fit tees and pretty much just stick with the oversized fit, as they really do work well with my body. But to just try on the last one, we do have the white variation as well. Well, this is the flat white, again in that Boxy fit style, size extra large. And this one, fortunately, yep, going back as well. I love the look of the white, and I feel like that makes me want to keep it. But I know if I send this back, just get the oversized fit in the initial collection, at least I'm going to be happy with that one and know it fits me well. This one, once again, I think it's a little bit too big, too baggy, doesn't really fit my body. And the part which deters me the most, again, is that neck collar, which is a little bit more open compared to the size large. It just feels like it's a little bit too loose for my liking. So yeah, this one is definitely going to be sent back. But in saying that, to end the video, let's just throw on the grade hoodie once again, just because it's my favorite. It's my gem out of this initial collection from the Black Friday pickups. Super sick. This one, man, I underestimated how much work they've done on the initial collection. I've done a review on their last initial collection when they first brought it out, and I might have been a bit harsh. I didn't really like it back then, but this one, super sick. Great work, Represent. Boys, killed it. That brings us to the end of the video, guys. I will be doing a second video because I am going to be ordering more from Represent this afternoon. But with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like down below. Let me know. It's the best way of letting me know that you guys are enjoying content and want to see more from me in the future. With that being said, guys, hope to see you there. See ya.